Joe, industry leader, disruptor, has now instituted a $500 surcharge for the community members that want to use his content.
For years, internet culture has worked a certain way. If you build an audience, people clip it, repost it, spread your content all around, and in return, creators benefit from the extra exposure. That has pretty much been the unspoken rule, or maybe the rule in fact. In typical Virgo fashion, Joe Budden has decided he's done playing by that model to a degree. His new community platform that I talked about in the prior video and is pinned below, so go check it out, includes a $500 tier for clippers or creators who want to use his content. Now, this caught my attention, not just because I cover the Joe Budden podcast over here, but also for the price tag, because that is going to cause a ripple effect. And it also might signal to other creators as this plays out that they can do the same. Even though, according to Ian Schwartzman, there's only 5 people at the moment signed up, and this is not their bread and butter. We all know they have Patreon. They have probably a lot of irons in the fire. But I do think this could change where creator communities, independent media, and content ownership are headed next. We already know some other creators have their own platforms, but now even Akademiks is weighing in on the move.
By the way, hey, to Joe Budden community members, I have heard your cry, but y'all pay that $500 for the clipping fee and stop complaining, man. Stop complaining, man. Anyway, shout out to Joe, leader in the industry. Listen, in most situations, pay their clippers to use their content, post their content, because the thought is the more your content is out there, get you more popular. Joe, industry leader, disruptor, has now instituted a $500 surcharge for the community members that want to use his content. So he's charging the clippers. I like this. I can't even lie. I like this. I like this. I like this, bro. I like this, okay? Now, I would never do it with my community, but I do like the fact, hey, Joe's community, it's the most robust community. Eventually, he's running like a test that I don't know if I would ever adopt, but I can't wait till he's knocking for $200 on the the Patreon. The $200 a month for the Patreon. That's what, you know what I mean? Pay a little rent for the Patreon. What's the problem, man? You get what I'm saying? But I do like this. I think me and Joe are kind of cool. I think he won't charge me the $500 to play this.
You heard Akademiks say he wouldn't charge his own clippers, but it also sounds like he'll be watching just like the rest of us to see how this experiment plays out. And from the bits and pieces I've been hearing as more details roll out, it sounds like the clipper tier may apply more toward people who want to use longer form content. From what I hear, it sounds like 20, 30 minutes or more. I'm not sure. But I have seen channels out there that are posting the super sized portions of the pod, and that is crazy. No wonder Ian keeps posting or have been posting about that bootlegging phone number and to report it. So this might be their way to cut down on all those who are not approaching this correctly or according to fair use, or even misrepresenting their content with crazy titles and all that. I just hope creators understand their business and goals before diving in to make this purchase. If you took time to build your audience, your own audience on the platform of your choice, that audience has value too. Your voice, your skill, your data, and the time are all valuable. So with any platform, before we all rush to herd our audience over there, make sure it's reciprocal. Now, if you're simply clipping content, reposting moments, not really transforming anything at all, not even adding your little razzle dazzle on it, then I can absolutely see why a system like this might make sense for you. But if you've already built a platform where you're transforming the content, you're adding commentary, like I said, you're building your own audience, or you've built your own audience, and you're creating something bigger than the original clip itself, I think that's a completely different conversation, because now we're no longer talking about whether $500 is expensive. We need to start talking about whether you've built a business that is capable of making that $500 back. Because let's keep it all the way real. Some people will pay just for more than access to content. They want the bragging rights, the connection, and the proximity. So at the end of the day, I think this whole thing comes down to intention. What exactly are you in it for? And what do you actually value? And I just hope in 2 or 3 months from now, some of these creators who jumped in without doing the math, and I'm not saying that is the case, I'm just saying, I just hope they aren't showing up looking like
4 weeks, 20 papers, that's $2.
And if you know that movie reference, drop it in the comments and let's talk about it. Like, share, and subscribe. Share with a friend. And you can become a supporter if you enjoy rocking with yours truly, Chatterboxx. Until next time.